Manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Hooping in that glowing hill.
The best of the best take the field one more time. Hey, it's the coach. This is the NFL Pro Bowl on EA Sports. Coming up, the next to last game on the NFL calendar, just moments away. The AFC and NFC stars, they're ready. I'll check you again at halftime. But for the call of the Pro Bowl, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the penultimate game of the NFL calendar, AFC versus NFC in the NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down. Shaw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Back out is the AFC offense. On 1st down, Watson. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Check, block 54, block 54.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the 1st.
So the goal is at least a 1st down here, right? Pick up a 1st down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. Watson off play action. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Ebron's got it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. They'll run. This is Hunt. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. On 2nd and 9. Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Wilson has it.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The NFC offense heading back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Shaw. He gets it to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. To throw on 2nd down, Shaw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Watson. Caught by Wilson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he connects with Ebron. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Out of the gun, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The offense for the NFC back out there. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Draw play, Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for the NFC. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The AFC offense making their way back out. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a match.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the delay, here's Hunt. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. So on the heels of the sack, they knock him backwards in the running game.
So now it's up to the offense coordinator talking directly into the helmet of his quarterback to instill a little bit of confidence here. Call the play with authority, call with confidence, and let him know this one is the winner.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, Shaw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Back out is the AFC offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, oh.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to get him for a loss of about 3. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. Caught by Sanu. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now it's Hunt. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 38, Watson. Wilson's got it complete.
That's it, baby.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Ebron caught left side. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They get the former number 6 overall pick, Quentin Nelson, out of Notre Dame that time. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 8. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He finds his target. It's Evans. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shaw. That one caught by Ellison. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Shaw. It's caught. Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, sometimes it doesn't appear like much. The out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
To throw on 2nd down, Shaw, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Shaw. And that that will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Deshaun Watson making his way back out, the focus of our players' spotlight. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? Shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Give them 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. To throw is Watson. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Watson now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Watson looks to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Watson to the right side to Eric Ebron. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Watson, short little throw to Ebron. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking to throw. Shaw, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw. Shaw.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Shaw.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, to call it a defensive battle would be an understatement. 0-0 is our score. We'll be looking for something in that second half as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The AFC offense now set to start this third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. they've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Darryl Worley up to make the tackle. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he completes it to Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here's Brian Anger now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the NFC heading out for their first drive of the second half. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Elliott. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. 2nd and 6. He completes it to Evans. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shaw, the rookie from Michigan there defensively. That's Devin Bush making the play. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. He's got Evans. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 22-yard line.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
This is Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the NFC out to an early 3-0 lead.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offense making their way back out. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The offense for the NFC back out there. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. Shaw, he gets it to Thomas. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. to throw. Shaw, this complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Keep playing offense all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Looking to throw. Shaw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Here's Sanu on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, Watson. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Hunt, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They run again with Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. On second down, it's Hunt. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They run for it with Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Watson now to throw. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play, and I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a 1-score game as we play here in the 4th.
What I'd love to know, what's the discussion on the sidelines of both teams right now? Because, you know, it's an exhibition-type game, but as you said, as competitive as it is now, these guys are going to want to win. There may be some guys who sub some guys out, trying to get back on the field and try to help their team win down the stretch.
Here's Shaw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shaw. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Elliott. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.